everyone, welcome back to my channel. Studying is with Saini. I'm Saini. I hope you all are good.
Today we will discuss questions of chapter 5, The Snake and the Mirror, class 9, Beehive book. If you have missed the summary of this chapter, then you can go back and check it out. Now question number 1. The sound was familiar one. What sound did the doctor hear? What did he think it was? How many times did he hear it? When and why did the sound stop? Answer. It was the sound of a snake. The doctor thought it was the sound of rats. He heard it 3 times. The sound stopped when the snake fell on the back of the chair. Question 2. What 2 important and earth-shaking decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? This is most important question. Answer. He decided that he would shave daily and grow a thin moustache to look more handsome. He also decided that he would always keep an attractive smile on his face. Question 3. I looked into the mirror and smiled, says the doctor. A little later, he says, I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. What is the doctor's opinion about himself when he first smiles? Second, he smiles again. Third, in what way do his thoughts change in between and why? First question, when he smiles first. Answer, he thinks himself to be handsome. He thinks he has an attractive smile. Next question. Question 2. When he smiles again. Answer, the doctor has in his room no medicine for a snake bite. He calls himself a foolish and stupid doctor. Third, in what way do his thoughts change in between and why? Answer, all his thoughts about his beauty vanish now. He finds himself very close to death. Now he can think of nothing but God. Next question, question 4. This story about a frightening incident is narrated in a humorous way. What makes it humorous? Think of the contrast it presents between dreams and reality. इस क्वेश्चन के हर पार्ट में 2 पॉइंट्स आएंगे जिनके बीच में कंपैरिजन करना है. Write short paragraph on each of these to get your answer. Point 1. The kind of person the doctor is. Money, possessions. Point 2. The kind of person he wants to be. Appearance, ambition. Answer. The doctor tells a frightening incident, but he tells it in a humorous manner. He is a poor man. He lives in a small rented room. He has hardly anything of much value, but he feels proud of being a doctor. He thinks himself to be very handsome. He hopes to earn a lot of money, but we see that reality is quite the opposite of the dreams. Part 2. The person he wants to marry, the person he actually marries. Answer. The doctor wanted to marry a woman doctor. He wanted her to be a fat woman. He felt that a fat wife won't be able to run after him and catch him if he ever made a silly mistake. But in reality, he got a very thin wife and she could run very fast. Part 3. His thoughts when he looks into the mirror. His thoughts when the snake is coiled around his arm. Answer. The doctor thought himself to be very handsome. He thought he had an attractive smile, but all such thoughts vanish at once when the snake is coiled around his arm. Now he calls himself a foolish, stupid doctor. All this creates a lot of humor. Question 5. What two important decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? Answer. The doctor decided to shave daily and grow a thin mustache. He hoped that he would thus look more handsome. He also decided to marry a woman doctor who had plenty of money and a good medical practice. Now next question. Question number 6. What happened to the doctor while he was sitting in his chair? Answer. The doctor heard a dull noise. It was the noise of something falling from above. He turned to see what it was. A fat snake was wriggling over the back of his chair. It landed on the doctor's shoulder. Then it coiled itself round the doctor's left arm above the elbow. Question 7. Did the doctor find the incident of the snake humorous or frightening, or both give reason? Answer. It was a frightening incident. The snake landed on the doctor's shoulder. It coiled itself round his left arm. The doctor was turned to stone. The snake's head was hardly 3 or 4 inches from his face. Its hood was spread out. Nothing could be more frightening, but luckily the snake saw its reflection in the mirror. It crept onto the table to have a closer look. At once the doctor ran away. He spent the night at a friend's house. All his things were stolen in the night. It was all very terrible, but the doctor was a good storyteller. He described his frightening experience in a humorous manner. Question 8. Is there a similarity between the doctor and the snake? If so, what is it? Answer. There is one point of similarity between the doctor and the snake. Both of them love beauty. Both of them enjoy to look at themselves in the mirror. The doctor looks into the mirror and thinks he is handsome. He picks up the comb and runs it through his hair. He looks into the mirror and smiles. He thinks he has an attractive smile. He decides to wear this smile always on his face. The behavior of the snake is almost similar. It has coiled itself around the doctor's arm. It happens to look into the mirror. It seems to like its image. At once, it creeps onto the table. It moves towards the mirror. It wants to have a closer look at itself, says the doctor. It was a snake which was taken with its own beauty. So was the doctor himself. Question 9. The snake has been compared to 3 objects. What are these? How are the objects similar to the snake? This is important question. Answer. First of all, the snake has been compared to a rubber tube. It is an apt comparison. A snake looks like a rubber tube, and like a rubber tube, it makes a dull noise when it falls. Secondly, the snake has been compared to a leaden rod. This comparison shows how tightly a snake can grip when it coils itself around an object. Thirdly, the snake has been compared to a rod of molten fire. It shows what burning pain a snake can give when it coils around some living objects. All these comparisons are very apt. Question 10. What different decisions did doctor make while he was looking at himself in the mirror? This is important question. Answer. The doctor looked at his reflection in the mirror. He thought he looked handsome. In order to look more handsome, he decided to shave daily. He decided to grow a thin moustache also. He thought he had an attractive smile. So he decided to wear a smile on his face always. Another decision related to his marriage. He decided he would marry a woman doctor who had plenty of money and a good medical practice. He also wanted his wife to be a fat woman. Sometimes he could make a silly mistake. Then he could run away from his fat wife and save himself. I think this was the wisest of all his decisions. Question 11. What kind of a woman did the doctor want to marry and why? This is also important question. Answer. The doctor had just set up his medical practice. His earning was very small. He had to live in a dirty rented room. So, he wanted to marry a woman doctor who had plenty of money. He also wanted that she should have a good medical practice. Thus, he could tide over his financial problem. He could have a good house also, but he wanted his wife to be a fat woman. The doctor thought that he could sometimes make a silly mistake. Then he could save himself by running away from his fat wife. The doctor perhaps wants to suggest that it is always safe to have a fat wife. Question 12. The doctor says, but my mind was very active. Give some examples to show that his mind was really active. Answer. The snake had coiled itself around the doctor's arm. Fear had turned him to stone. Yet he could see, feel, and think clearly. He could watch each and every movement of the snake. He could think of the medicine he should take in case the snake bite him. He could also remember that he had no medicine with him at that time. He also knew that making any movement would be dangerous for him. He could see that the door was open. He could see that there was complete darkness outside. He could clearly feel the kind of pain in his arm. He could even think about God. He could feel God's presence in the room. All this shows that the doctor's mind was really active.
That's all for today. For more videos, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. Keep watching. Thank you. See you tomorrow with another video. Till then, bye. Take care.